a social change organization, innovators that are really here to eliminate racism, to empower women, families, and communities while promoting freedom, justice, peace, and dignity for all. It's a mission that we share with our national YWCA USA and our other 200 plus sister organizations throughout the United States and throughout the world.
We provide our case management services in the San Gabriel Valley, East Los Angeles area, and also parts of the Pomona Valley area. We go as far out as La Crescenta, Flint Ridge area.
We have about 4 different hallmark programs. One is our domestic violence program. Many people refer to it as WINGS, being able to provide direct services to women primarily, but we serve everyone.
Our services are really for everyone. We have clients that come from out of state, out of county. We also get calls from other countries. We also provide services for individuals with disabilities. We do have a handicap accessible room within our shelter, and we also provide services for non-English speaking participants. We have clients that come in that maybe they just need the DV support group, and we also have clients that come in that might need all services. So they access individual counseling, housing advocacy, legal advocacy, children's program for their children, as well as court accompaniment.
So the YWCA provides essential resources for domestic violence survivors.
Those who are survivors of violence come to our shelter, providing them with a plan to become independent and self-sufficient.
They offer meal distribution plans.
The senior services program in general has been absolutely wonderful. We have been able to serve over 1 million meals within the past year.
Everyone has a different role. We have a hotline staff who operate the program 24/7. We have case managers who work mainly during the week, help people with setting goals, making plans, appointments.
We're growing the behavioral health department. We're in the behavioral health expansion. The services right now are people who are in the shelter, kids included, can have access to short-term treatment through a counselor, a master's level social worker, or a master's level therapist. But we do offer everything that you'd really get if you were seeking therapy on your own. We work with people to kind of educate them on the issues of trauma and how that might show up in mental health.
Being informed about trauma is going to help you work better with the trauma population, because trauma can impact, a person and change a lot of the things that they'll do. And so if you're looking at them like a typical individual in a situation, it might not make sense. But once you learn about their trauma history and you can see them in the context of their trauma, it's like, oh, that's why they didn't do or they did do something, Some of the recommendations when you get into the research is like doing ongoing trauma trainings, having a space where everyone on the staff knows about being trauma informed and everyone knows about trauma and the impact and what that looks like. If you're going to connect with someone on an empathetic level or empathic level, it's like you kind of have to be able to see the world from their side. It does make a difference, and I think the clients also can tell when you're just a little bit more sensitive to how they're viewing things.
Even through our hallmark programs of the domestic violence and senior services, we continue to look at those programs with an eye towards equity to ensure that we're doing the best we can to acknowledge, recognize, and address the needs of all our communities. And I give kudos to our staff. At COVID, everyone wanted to go home. We couldn't. We were in that category of essential providers. We've been the recipient of quite a bit of COVID funding.
It's very important that we have a passion for the program. And I say that because it's hard to maintain grant compliance when you are on a federal grant cycle, a calendar grant cycle, and on a fiscal grant cycle. What keeps me grounded is knowing that I need to do that for my programs to make sure that the money keeps coming in.
We're there to help them gather these tools. So they might gather tools from our legal advocate, from our housing advocate, from their counseling sessions. And we help them gather these tools so that when they exit with a toolkit that can help them throughout their journey.
We are a service-driven organization. Sustainability is our long-term goal. We just hope that, I know we'll still be here in 85 years. That's a long-term goal for us to survive and be here.